Political thought of Buddhism. It is said that Shakyamuni, the founder of Buddhism, used his religious experience and wisdom to impart different teaching for different groups of people, depending on the situation in which they are placed, such as unknown people, traders, high officials, kings, and people under distress, etc. All these teachings are transmitted to us in the form of different sutras. The former Golden Sutra, which was used as a basis for first measurement, was meant for the ruling class, including the emperor, and it dealt with the issues such as what is meant by nation. Generally, it is considered that in the modern period learning, the concept of nation has three constituent elements, namely territory, people, and sovereign power, or the governing power. This place, governed by emperor, is national land, as seen in Sutra, and in present-day context it's referred to regional territory. What about sovereign power among the three elements? The sovereign power obviously rests with monarchy, and emperor possesses the sovereign power. Now, a question arises. Who gave this power to the king? According to sutras, God Indra and 33 other deities who reside on top of Sumeru mountain that stand tall in the center of the world give the emperor this power. The doctrine of divine rights of the king thus is recognized here. Since the god has assigned sovereign power to the emperor becomes answerable to God. In other words, this signifies that king need to have certain readiness to conduct such governance. This readiness refers to the explanation of strict obligation of the kings. In simple words, it means king cannot let pass wrong in the world undetected, and at times may have to abandon wife or children for the sake of the nation. Not only that, Sutra explains a very important thought. As a consequence of worship of Buddha, Dharma, the teaching as rendered by Lord Buddha, is considered a universal phenomenon, which is applicable in any situation, and this Dharma exists eternally. Therefore, the believers of Buddhism personified this teaching of Buddha verbatim. This is known as Hoshin, the true body, or Dharmakaya. This is a cosmic concept and is close to the notion of one God in Islam and Christianity. This concept of one God does not exist in India, the birthplace of Buddhism. Originally, this sutra explains that Dharmakaya, which is essentially shapeless, appears in some form for the salvation of the people. In fact, the concept related to status of emperor during this age seems to be based on such thoughts, and the same can be seen in the pronouncement of accession to the throne, which states that the emperor has the lineage to the godly spirits. In other words, the emperor were the progeny of Kososhin, godly ancestors, who passed on governing power to emperor, while at the same time emperor is considered a reincarnation of Kososhin, who actually appeared in this world. In this way, the Golden Light Sutra played an extremely important role as far as political thought is considered. However, it has its ideology limitations too. So, the scope of national land which was governed by the king as described by the sutra, is limited to one country. In other words, the ideology is meant only to protect nation governed by law and order called Ritsuryo, which places the king, who is like God, on the top. This aspect is believed to have made Emperor Shomu look for another way of political governance that he thought he should adopt.